Yeah. What's the business? What's the business? Let me get this shared up real quick. Yes, sir. Let me get this shared up real quick, man. Start over there. Okie dokie. Okie dokie. Let's see. Fire that up over there on Facebook. Okay. I'll stay off X today. Get it going real quick. Pin that. Big Bank, what's up? What's going on, Big Bank? What's up? Didn't go to work today. So I still supposed to get on here earlier though, man. Straight up. I still supposed to get on here earlier. Andrew Willens, what's up? Yo, what's going on? What's going on? in NBA. That's what it is, right? For right now. Might go live for that football game tonight. Giants and Steelers. Might go live with some live bets or something like that. You guys want to, check that out, then it is what it is, right? But let's see. You know what? Let me share one more time here. I'm good. One more. All right, man. We got we got we got 11 or 10, 11 games today. So it's gonna be interesting, right? It's gonna be interesting. Let's go through this slate. Let me see. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. All right, let's go through this slate real quick, right? So now, remember a couple days ago, we got Indiana Pacers at Orlando Magics, right? We got an over under 224 in this spot here. Indiana Pacers are on a back-to-back, I want to say. So don't quote me on that. I forget though. But at the end of the day, this game here, let me see. Injury news and notes here. Definitely want to check that out. So, Maxi Kleber out. Onyeka Nkwangu out. Bojan Bogdanovic out. I expect DeAndre Hunter to play today. Okay, so I can see instances where he plays. ABC probable. Goga Batadze questionable. That's interesting, right? And Franz interesting as well. So these guys they do play. Goga Batadze is a good defender, okay defender, make an okay piece of what they do here defensively. Franz Wagner, got to see what the news is on him. Some news from yesterday. Deuce McBride. These guys are questionable. Kevin Love is out. Grayson Allen is not on the injury report. Josh Richardson or Josh Richardson or Cam Reddish. These guys aren't on the injury report, right? So, interesting. It's really important to be up with your injury news and stuff like that. Now, bringing it back here for this for this for this slate here. This game here. We talked about it the other day, right? We talked about it. Let me see. The Indiana Pacers. It's been like the minutes, right? So a lot of things that we expect to been happening ain't been going on, right? So and I said I'm gonna stay off Halliburton's assists and things of that nature. So the assists are down. Okay, why? You got other guys that's handling the ball. You got Nimhart. Nimhart can go ahead and give you assists. 7 assists here, 2 assists there, 8 assists here. Then you got somebody like Pascal Siakam who's used to handling the ball. You know what I'm saying? And he can go out there and give you some assists. 9 here, 2 here, 6 here. So some he's been shooting the ball more, but at the end of the day, assists been kind of weird. You got a backup point guard and McConnell, so McConnell could go out there and drop dimes as well. One thing I can say about Tyrese Halliburton is, and he's been showing up in the points category, at least especially for his shot attempts. Now, bad game here versus New York Knicks, right? Other than that, both games he did take 18 shots, 15 points versus Detroit and 22 versus Philly. That's the only thing about that situation there. It's just remains to be told when he's going to be popping up back in that assist category. Me, I'm not even going there. I'm not even taking the unders, which I should take the unders. I don't even know where this line is at. Let me take a look and see where his line is at. That'll be interesting. Let's see. I didn't even look at his line today. So his line is at 7.5. Last year we would have crammed that number, but it's at 7.5 right now, and I don't want to, I don't want to be the guy that goes there and I'm just gonna fall back from it. At the end of the day, it is what it is, right? So I want to see what's up with the France news. I don't know if he's in or out, so that's one thing I can, I want to take a look at. But Wendell Carter, he continued to, he continues to, get in the rebound category. You know what I'm saying? So I typed in 10. Wendell. I think he's got double-digit rebounds in 3 straight games or all their games. So he's somebody you can look at. I don't know if I'm gonna go there, but he's somebody you can look at. This Indiana Pacers team is not the best rebounding. He went out there and got 14 rebounds versus Bam, 11 rebounds versus Brooklyn, 10 rebounds versus Memphis. So 14, 11, 10. Either he can go out there and get you 10 rebounds a day or he can go under, right? So right now his line is sitting at 9.5. I caught it once. I don't know if I want to keep on playing it, but the minutes are there for him. He's healthy. He's played 30 minutes in back-to-back games. This game here versus Miami, they actually blew Miami ass out or were beating them bad. So that's probably why he didn't hit 30 minutes. So that's a play that you can look at, right? And of course, we're going to. I'm gonna end up going to Paulo if there's no France. I might end up taking this PRA points, rebounds, and assists or something like that. But this wasn't one of the games that were truly on my radar. But what I will say for Indiana, for Orlando, this is kind of like a pace-up matchup for Orlando. So you can see elevated points from a few people here, right? You said Nimhard assists. It could be possible. I haven't been betting him, and I'm probably not going to bet it, right? But it's in play. He's been kind of consistent. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what the line is at for Nimhard, right? Sitting at 4.5. He's hit this number in 8 out of his last 10 games. This season, he's hit this number in 2 of his last 3. I can see instances why he didn't get this assist here because going up against the Knicks, they have some okay perimeter defenders. But these versus Detroit, 7 assists versus Philly, 8 assists, and then you got to look at Orlando. Orlando is a pretty decent defensive team. I don't think I want to go there. Me personally, I don't think I want to go there. Can he hit it? Probably so. But me personally, I don't think I want to go there. Truth be told, right? You know, even if he hits it, I won't even, I'm probably not going to lose no money on it, right? I ain't going to trip. But what's been interesting to me is the shots, though. For Tyrese Halliburton, like I said, Tyrese Halliburton, he took. So this, the minutes are there, and like I said, he's taken 7 3-pointers and 7 3-pointers or more in all 3 of his games, and he took 8 shots versus New York Knicks, but he took 18 versus Detroit and 18 versus Philly. Maybe not even in this matchup, but maybe in a lighter matchup for future references. Keep an eye out on his shot selection and stuff like that. You could probably benefit from a point line. His point line is sitting at 16.5 right now. Probably shaved off because of the matchup. Miles Turner points prop sitting at 14.5 right now. Benedict 12.5. Like if anything, I'll probably be live betting some of those guys. Some of those guys there, right? Just don't forget that this Orlando Magic's team is pretty cool, pretty good defensively. Okay, Washington Wizards at Atlanta Hawks. This is one of those games, right? So this is one of those games that I think the Hawks, and if I'm mistaken, what's the Hawks' records? Are they 2-2? I mean, 1-1 or what? What are they? 1-2 or 2-1? Let me see what the Hawks' record is. Hawks are 2-1, right? Wizards are 0-2. Now, this is what you want. This is what you want, right? You want to go up against the Wizards team. They 2-1. Shout out to Leslie for that. Oh, that's my boy. Oh, okay. Yeah. I'm talking about Leslie. All right, I know what that is. Yeah, for sure. So, at the end of the day, pace-up matchup, bad defenses. That's what we want, right? Now, looking at the injury report, a lot of things gonna line up for us. A lot of things ain't, right? So take a look back and see who's in and who's out and who you think can benefit from things, right? First of all, Noah Kongwu, okay? The Kongwu coming in, taking at least 10 to 15 shots, 13 shots, whatever the case may be. Noah Kongwu, Zeller, Barlow, those guys been out, right? So Capella, who's been playing 22 minutes. It's a possibility you can see him playing 24 minutes today, right? 24 minutes today. He's a robo-rebounder. He's one of those guys, whether you do or you don't, you take his rebounds and shit like that. As you can see, he's got a block in each and every last game and a steal in each and every last game that he played. He's a candidate for the 1-1-1, right? So if when you get the 1-1-1 out, he's definitely a candidate there. So let's see. They haven't dropped the lines yet, right? So if you guys know those lines on FanDuel, they'll give you that 1-1-1. He's a candidate for the 1-1-1, right? The 1 assist, the 1 block, the 1 steal, the 1 point, the 1 rebound, right? So I don't know what his line might come out at, but here's a guy who's, he's getting a steal and a block in each and every game. And that's something, that's something that you could, take heed to. If you're looking at fantasy score on prize picks and stuff like that, remember, 1 block is 3 points, 1 steal is 3 points, right? So that helps you, with your fantasy scores and things like that. when you just don't know what this guy's gonna do. You know he's gonna have a good game, but you can't really fill it out. Speaking of that, he's had 6 points in 3 straight games. This is a spot where I think he can, pretty much eke out. He can probably eke out a triple double. I mean a double double. Yeah. We know we know he's good for it at times. Am I going to bet it? Probably not. But I'll take a look at the line on it. I'll take a look at the line on it, which is I imagine you're going to get some good. It's a minus 105. Books no, right? Books no. So Trey Young, double double is in play here. It was just like minus 160 about 2 hours ago. Parlay piece there. Jalen Johnson in this spot, definitely a parlay piece, right? I mean, I definitely can see him getting there in this spot. I don't know if I'm gonna bet it, right? So speaking of Jalen Johnson, we'll get to him in a second, but looking at the shooting guard position, right? Bojan Bogdanovic is still out, and I want to say I can see instances where DeAndre Hunter played today, right? So he played 2 games, 2 of the 3 games. He got his shot selection up at least in double digits, right? 10 attempts here, 14 attempts there. So be on the lookout for him. I think he plays today, and then that'll probably push somebody like Richardson to the bench. If he don't play, you can look at somebody like Richardson to start. At the end of the day, it all starts here, right? With Young. The usage is going to be there for him. Going up against OKC, you're going to see this a lot throughout the year. OKC has been a pretty good defensive team. I mean, they got some defensive pieces, especially around the guard area, right? But he still went out there and gave him 24 points. A pace-up matchup like Charlotte, he went out there and took 24 shots. This is another semi-pace-up matchup versus Washington. I'll look for him to crush his point line. I didn't put a lot on it, but I took the over on points for a trade, right? There's not a lot of scoring we see in this lineup. Trey knows he has to, Trey's looking to have a big year this year, right? So there's not a lot of big time scores in this lineup right now. So I'm looking at, to do the heavy lifting, especially if somebody like Hunter's not in. I'm looking at Trey. I'm definitely looking at Johnson, right? And Johnson hasn't been, performing the way we know he can, but this could be one of those spots. 29 minutes, 31 minutes, 41 minutes and 37 minutes there. The minutes are there. The rebounds, he's been flirting with the double-double. Got 1 this season. Had 9 rebounds versus OKC. Wouldn't be surprised if he didn't hit that double-double, right? His points prop sitting at what? I think it was 16.5. And when you identify the matchups, I think it's important for you to jump on it when the matchup is right, right? You don't want to be late. That's all I'm saying. You don't want to be late, bro. Like, the matchup is there, 17.5. The 17.5. It's not something that you have to parlay. I got about 12 straights going right now, right? And I'm looking for more. I didn't bet this Jalen Johnson, but I'm going to have to put it over here in a player pool over here because I'm probably going to have to take a shot at it, right? Dyson Daniels. Now, here's a guy that you can take a look at, Dyson Daniels, right? So that's why it's important to know your personnel. That's the number one key when you're betting props, knowing your personnel, knowing who benefits when who's in and out, and that's called knowing your pivots, right? If you know all of that, then you should be able to injury, because you're going to get this. You're going to get this all season long. Because right now, what we're doing right now, we ain't doing nothing but getting ready for tonight. When injury news get to rolling in. This is every single day. Every single day. Now, Dyson Daniels. Here's a guy who's been taking advantage of the situation, right? 34 minutes, 24 minutes, 35 minutes. He's been flirting. He's been playing ball, right? So 7 points, 18 points, 15 points, double-digit shot attempts in each and every last one of his games. You take 10 shots, you got 11, 10, 12, 4 threes in each matchup. I like this matchup here. Like I said, 11, 10, 10, 11, 12 shot attempts in these last 3 games. His points prop here is sitting at what? 11 and a half. I lean towards the over, right? So I don't know why I don't have this in my player pool because I'm getting ready to sprinkle on it. Win, lose, or draw, I'm going to sprinkle something on it, right? Win, lose, or draw, I'm going to sprinkle something on it. Here's a guy that's going to get, he's going to get his minutes. Okay, so my shit is lagging right now. So I can't add it. Okay, there we go. So win, lose, or draw, he's going to get his minutes at the 2 and the 3. But let me see. He should still get his minutes. Let me see. Charlotte. Damn, he went 8 for 10 for Charlotte, 6 for 12 versus Brooklyn, 3 for 11 versus OKC, and didn't get there. That's that OKC defense. But they still got injuries. Yeah, he's gonna get in there. He's gonna get in there for sure. I did look at his rebounds and assists or his PRAs, but I didn't even. I think that's probably what I had put over there. His PRAs. Let's see. No, his points, rebounds, assists in at 21.5. What about his rebounds and his points plus rebounds? I'm not even gonna go there. I'm not even gonna waste my time with that shit. Truthfully, right now, my favorite. I've already sprinkled on Trae Young points, and I'm getting ready to take. I'm gonna have to, right? I'm getting ready to take the 11. I mean the 7. What's that? 16.5 or 17.5 for 17.5 for Jalen Johnson, right? Yeah, I'm gonna have to take that, and then Dyson Daniels. I might take it, I might shake it down, or whatever the case may be. But I'm getting ready to take that. I couldn't. He probably go out there and get 20 points, right? You get 20 points for you get 20 points for Jalen Johnson at plus 140. So hold on. Hello. Yeah, I was recording. I'm recording on live. Yeah, I'm recording on live. I can't work. I ain't going to work or nothing. I'm here. Okay, but I just right after this live, I'm live. As soon as I get off of this, I ain't working or nothing. Mm. So Dyson Daniels, Jalen Johnson. All right. Now, I'm probably going to fall back from the rest of these props, even though I still think the Washington Wizards can put up some points here. Man, Washington just, oh my God. One thing you can look at here is the rebounds for Sarr. Sarr, I can see instances where Sarr hit his rebound prop. If it's at 4.5 or 5.5, I lean towards the over. Not an official play, but I lean towards the over there. And I think that's an okay play. For some reason, my computer is lagging a little bit, but we're gonna get through that. So rebound sitting at 5.5. I can see instances where he can get there, right? He'll see a lot of Clint Capella, or a decent amount of Clint Capella, but in that instance there, he has been hitting his rebound prop, so I give him that, right? I don't know how many minutes Valanciunas been playing, but he's got rebounds in the area of 6 and 5. 6 rebounds versus Cleveland, tough matchup there. 5 rebounds versus Boston. I did take his rebound prop right there. It was at 4.5. I hit that. I haven't bet on him since. Well, I was betting on him on the preseason though, so he's been getting there, right? So there you have that. Um, hmm, okay. Detroit Pistons and Miami Heat, right? So uh, what's up? What's up? What's going on? What's up? What's going on? What's going on? I'm probably finna go back to overnight, Latrell. Straight up. What's up, Mackie? What's going on? Straight up. What's going on? So, Miami Heat at home, Detroit Pistons on the road, 219.5 over under in this spot. Detroit Pistons, 8.5 point dogs here, right? So, interesting thing here. I mean, I ain't gonna talk too much about this game, but what I'm gonna say is, Miami Heat, right? If they can help it, they like to play a pace down matchup. Not my style of play. Not my style of play for props or anything of that nature, right? I'm just not a big fan of, not a big fan of their style of play. However, some of the usage and stuff you just can't deny, right? So, I mean, you can, but pace can throw a monkey wrench in a lot of props, right? A lot of people don't know that. So first and foremost, let's take a look at Cade Cunningham, right? Because Cade Cunningham, he's getting it in no matter what, right? So let's see, Cade. Now I do have his 1.5 threes up there as a parlay piece, so I'm in there. I'm in there with that, right? So, but it's up there. The minus his threes, it's up there, right? It's a parlay piece. He's hit 2 threes in all 3 of these games this year and coming in from last year. So he's been on the streak. So it's sitting at 1.5 at a parlay piece. If you want to get there, be my guest. Overall, Miami over here versus 3-pointers right now, ranked 22nd, but it's early in the season, but they were giving up threes, right? The 3-point attempts for him in his 3 games, 6, 6, and 8, right? So you can see that right there. But you can also look at his points, right? So his points in at 23.5. I think it opened up at 22.5. He's hit this number 2 of his last 3 games. And then the shot attempts, right? So the shot attempts are there. He's taking 22, 23, 24, 22, 23, 24, 22 shot attempts, right? You take a 22 and your point prop is 23, and a player of your caliber, which I couldn't talk, I think he's a good player. So you take it, you got the shot volume is there. Long story short, 23 shots, 22 shots, and your point prop is 23.5. I'll have interest, right? I'll have interest. Even if you want to shake it down to a dub 20, something like that, be my guest, right? So it is what it is with that spot. And his assist line is sitting at 8.5. I probably wouldn't go there. Like I said, I just don't like the pace of this game. Head to head versus this team, he's hit his assist prop in 3 of his last 4 games. So it is what it is. Head to head versus this team, and for the threes, he's 2 of 4 to the 3-point prop, and points head to head versus this team. He's only hit this line once out of his last 4 matchups versus this team. But the usage is there, so it is what it is. I'll lean towards the over, right? I haven't gotten there though. And the next play you're looking at would be Duran, right? Jalen Duran. If I'm not mistaken, he's had a double-double in 2 or 3 straight games versus this team, or hit his rebound prop, one or the other. So that's interesting. But I still haven't pulled the trigger here either, right? So rebounds for him this season, 13, 7, and 9. Head to head in this 10, he had 10 rebounds in 4 straight games versus this team. And points for him versus this team, he's had 4 straight double doubles versus this team, right? So that's one thing that you can take a look at there. Rewind it back to the rebounds here, and this season here. Let's go to the last 5 games. Right here, right here. You can also look at the rebound chances here. He's had 20 rebound chances here, where he converted 13 of them. 16 rebound chances here versus Cleveland. Tough matchup. Only had converted them to 7. And then 19 rebound chances, which he converted these boys to 9 rebounds here versus Boston, right? So, you know, if you want to fall back on this prop, I couldn't talk you off of it. The double double, you'll probably get it for what? A plus 100. And like I said, head to head versus this team, his last 4 matchups, he's 100% to this number. Okay. You like Nice better? I do. I like Nice better because of I got kids and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So they'll be asleep. They won't pretty much miss me, stuff like that. I work second shift right now. That's the worst shift for me. If I'm single or something like that, second shift is good. I'm staying by myself and shit like that. Second shift is good. So when you get to it, let me know what you think about Durant PRAs. Bet. Only liking Jovic or Ivy points. So I couldn't talk you off Ivy. I was going to talk about Ivy. Ivy been playing some ball. He's in a similar situation that like Cade, right? These three, Cade and Ivy, these are the ones that getting their touches, right? They getting their shots for sure. You know what I'm saying? They getting their shots. As you can see, I was going to talk about Ivy. I had him over there, right? So Ivy would probably have the better matchup. Probably matched up with somebody like what's the kid's name? The 2 guard over there. Y'all know who I'm talking about. But his points are sitting at 17.5. He's hit this number 2 of his last 3 games. And then as you can see, the field goal attempts are here for him, right? Especially the last 2 games. 16 attempts, 18 attempts. You got that, and your point prop is 17.5. You got a good shot at hitting that, right? Rebounds and assists, right? Ivy. That's one play that I was looking at, right? Rebounds and assists in at 8.5. He's hit this number 3 straight games, 9, 9, and 11. And the minutes there are there for him as he's played 30, 29, and 38 minutes, right? So the minutes equal opportunity. The minutes are there. But, like I said, this is a pace down matchup. I don't like the pace that the Miami Heat plays. That can take off a few possessions, a few rebounds. They just play at a snail's pace, right? Looking at the points here. Let me see. Head-to-head versus his team, he hasn't hit this number. Yeah, them second shifts are more. I mean, first shifts, that's okay. If I rank them in order, it'd be third, first, and second for me. Second is last for me. If this was any other game, probably just about any other game, I probably would be taking the over points for Ivy. Denver Nuggets, Toronto Raptors, right? So we got an over under of boy, it's lagging. So we got an over under of 223 here. Denver Nuggets 9-point favorites, and these boys are 0-2 or 0-3. Boy, do they need this game? They need this game very, very bad, right? So, yesterday we took Jamal Murray points. He got there for me, right? So hopefully you guys hit on that, or capitalize on that spot. But was that yesterday? No, that was actually the day before yesterday, I think. But I can't take you off. I can't talk you off the points here, right? For Jamal Murray, I do have it in my bet slip here. I don't remember if I bet it or not, but this is one of the plays that I'm bringing to you guys here. I probably wouldn't take the under. I want to see, we got look at for the injury news for the Toronto Raptors, but 20.5. He's just going to have to keep on keeping on, right? So I probably wouldn't take the under there. I lean towards the over 20.5 points for him. Christian Braun, he's a guy that's been out there playing some ball, and Christian Braun, let me see, Braun. Long story short, I say he's hit this number in every game. The minutes are there, the opportunity is there. The team is ass enough, so I can see instances where Christian Braun gets his 10.5 points, right? So he's hit this number in back-to-back games. 16 points versus OKC, 11 points versus the Clippers, right? Field goal attempts 15-6. You want to see him get those field goal attempts up a little bit more. The minutes for him, last two games, 29 minutes, 34 minutes. That's what you like to see. Minutes trending upwards. That's what you like to see. 29, 34. So I like to see that, right? And like I said, both his games, he's hit this number. So he'll be looking to cash this number in one more time. Joker's he's been crying about, shooting. You know what I'm saying? So you're probably going to see some shooting here. And then Joker. So the thing with Joker is I just don't know how I want to attack him. Y'all know what I'm talking about. You don't know when you want to take the points for him. You don't know when you want to take the rebounds for him. You don't know when you want to take the assists for him. You don't know when you want to take the triple-double for hhim. You probably want to take the PRAs or whatever the case may be. They don't want to fall down 0-3. So, the Joker, speaking of 0-3, the Joker that sat out there and played, like, he's playing a lot of minutes, man. So, look, he's played 37 minutes and 35 minutes, 2 L's, like, man, you know what I'm saying? So, he's going to have to, I just says, Joker rebounds the safest. So yeah, that's one of the safest ones, like the low effort type of things. I ain't gonna say low effort, but rebounds are rebounds. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be surprised if he triple double these boys. Y'all know the deal with that. I wouldn't be surprised if he triple double. 11.5 is a pretty nice number. Speaking of rebounds, I like Jacoperto rebounds at 7.5. He's hit this number in 3 straight games. I meant to add it over there. I probably won't be betting it straight. And I wouldn't be surprised if Jacoperto come out here and give him a double-double, right? But there's some foul trouble risk with that, okay? There's definitely some foul trouble risk with that. As you can see here, I might have to use this because my other shit lagging up quick. So he's got 9 rebounds in 3 straight games. 9 versus Cleveland, that's pretty good. Versus Philly, versus Drummond, gave him 9. And then versus Minnesota, he gave him 10. Now, I used to run this play like 3 years ago with when he was on San Antonio Spurs. Man, I used to run this play. It used to be like 2 assists, 6 rebounds, and I think it was like 6 points or 8 points, man. And he was smacking that from. I was eating good off of that shit. But yeah, he got some passing skills. 2 assists are better in each and every last one of his games. It's a painful play, you know what I'm saying? Because, I haven't been betting it this year, but, as soon as I get to betting it, that's probably when he ain't going to hit that shit. But I'm pointing that shit out to you, he can hit an assist prop. You can catch him. It's a parlay piece down here at a nice 2 assists. He's 100% to that number on the season. I'm gonna stay back because if I bet it, he probably gonna go out there and get 1 assist. But at the end of the day, it is what it is, right? So, Scotty Barnes, I'm just gonna fall. I'm probably gonna end up falling back from this situation, right? Yeah, that's why I said he probably finna go crazy because they ain't already lost 2 games in a row. But it ain't like they ain't been going crazy. But I'm gonna take the discount. I'm taking the discount on you can take them both, or you can alter both of them up. I like Jamal Murray. Got on this. See, Jamal Murray. The thing about Jamal Murray is I know he gonna heat up, right? So Saturday, I took his points at 19 and a half, 20 and a half. He cashed it, right? The state that how this offense is looking, Jamal Murray is going to have to put up some points. Going to have to put up some points. Joker numbers already there at 26 and a half. I want to try to ride this 20 and a half, because Jamal Murray, once he get his stroke together, his number's probably going to be about 23, 24 a game. You know what I'm saying? So right now he at 20 and a half. And if he continues to stay hot, then I don't mind, jumping on his points. You know what I'm saying? So I'll take the 20 and a half because he's going to have to average 23, 24. You know what I'm saying? Because, like I said, they need shoes. What? For tomorrow? They don't play today. Okay, Steph out for tomorrow, so y'all can get them and get your mental notes ready, right? I gotta see what that means. But yeah, so and then Michael Porter Jr., this could be one of those Toronto coming out parties here. We'll see. This could be one of those Toronto coming out parties. So buckle up, right? I didn't put any Joker's numbers down because I just don't know, right? I could see myself taking a fantasy score or something, or you never know. The supporting cast might show up so good that supporting cast might show up to where he don't have to do much, and that's what he really wants. You know what I'm saying? He wants to go back to not having to do pretty much everything. Now, keep in mind. I'm gonna sprinkle. I've already sprinkled this 10.5 with Christian Braun. Now he has a 16-point game already. If you're live betting and he getting off to a good start, for this kid, you can get 15 points for him at plus 300, right? Or you can live bet it, whatever the case may be, right? So that's something that you can take a look at, right? In the event of a blowout, I ain't even going there. Right? I ain't finna say what I was finna say. But just gonna keep it moving. Milwaukee Bucks, stop music. Milwaukee Bucks and Boston Celtics, right? So right off the back, I'm gonna tell you what I took, right? I took try to speed this up a little bit. Right off the back, I took because this is lagging. I don't like that. I took the points. I took the points for Damian Lillard at 22 and a half. Somebody else in a spot like this, somebody else gonna have to step up. So that's just my theory there. And then it's 22 and a half. So do you need me to elaborate on that? No, you don't, right? You don't need me to elaborate on that. It's Milwaukee versus Boston. It just is what it is. It's Milwaukee versus Boston. And I took right now it's at 23 and a half, and it's racing, right? So minus 104. So I think I got a good number on it. It is what it is, right? There's a lot of things to be had and to be talked about in this game. I'm just not going to be the one talking about it. Okay, so I'm gonna just keep it moving. I'll tell you guys what I like right there, and it is what it is, right? And you can look at his threes or whatever the case may be. Your Giannis is and all that. You're gonna do what you're gonna do with that, right? It is what it is. Cleveland Cavaliers at New York Knicks, right? So, okay. I gotta take my headphones out because it seemed like my headphones it's just listening to me, right? So it might be mistaking me for saying, play music, right? That boss man D-Lo just came on almost went into let me take these suckers out, man, straight up. Because it's clowning right now. They want to go into concert mode. Hey, so look, right? I've been playing Mobley points, and it's been going up and down for me, right? And it don't even matter, right? I'm gonna be looking at his numbers by the next 2 weeks. I'm gonna be looking at his numbers because I take his points every day, right? Every game. So his points came out. They giving the Knicks some respect. I don't know why. His points prop will open up, but he can be frustrating, man. He's been doing the same shit last year. You get a 14.5 and a minus 118. Give it here, right? I don't care. Give it here. It don't even matter to me, right? My outtake on this situation is I got love for Jared Allen and I got love for Evan Mobley points. They so-called best defenders are on the perimeter, right? They don't run too big, and I couldn't talk you off both of these boys getting a double-double here. Truthfully, you know what I'm saying? Cat is not that. Cat is not that. I think you. You can rebound on Cat. I'll just put it like that. You can rebound on Cat. Okay, so you can rebound on Karl Anthony Towns. Okay, that's my thing. And as far as the power forward position for these guys, it's got to be it's a mouse in the house, right? Like it's a mouse in the house. Now, the minute the usage has been there for him, he's hit this number in 2 of his last 3 games. I don't know what possessed him not to get there last game versus Washington. That baffles me. He only shot 4 for 13. I was in pain, right? He only shot 4 for 13. He's another candidate for the 1-1-1, right? So he's got a block, a steal in every game except for one. But you know the 1-1-1, 1 rebound, 1 assist, 1 block, 1 steal, one point, right? It's 5 quad ones. So and then like I said, both of these kids are double candidates. Speaking of that, he's got a double. He's got 1 double, right? Just missed it on the hook right here versus Toronto, but you get the drift. So I'm definitely looking at the bigs in this situation. As far as the backcourt for Cleveland, not a big fan of neither one of those guys defensively, right? So you're going to have Garland there. You're going to have Mitchell there. Neither one of those guys are, I'm not a fan of those guys defensively. So I can see instances where, what's his name? Brunson, could have a good game, but I'm not going there, right? I'm not betting on. I don't bet on a lot of Brunson props, man. But it is what it is. That's just me. So we do know that we do know that Donovan Mitchell can go. He can get busy in the garden and things of that nature. But me, I'm sticking to the bigs, right? I played Evan Mobley 14.5 points. Okay. Couldn't talk you off a double for neither one of the bigs there. I also like Jared Allen. I like him. I ain't gonna say as much as I like Mobley, but I do like Evan Mobley. It is what it is, right? So I'll keep it moving. Houston Rockets, San Antonio Spurs. These 2 teams just played, and I don't know. I don't know what's up with the Şengün lick, right? I don't know if he got bothered. He's getting bothered by the length of Wembanyama. But this is the second time these 2 teams been played this year, and I can see instances where I think he could probably try to figure it out. We'll get a discount on his points prop sitting at 17.5. I ain't gonna lie, I played it, right? Not something that I really want to give out or nothing like that, but I played it, okay? So I took the over 17.5. I'm not putting in a parlay piece, none of that. I'm not putting in a parlay or none of that because he could very well, not hit this, right? Last year he gave him 45. That first game he just went out there, didn't look good. He didn't look good. So maybe he might bounce back here. We know how good Alfred Şengün is. The rebounds is what I should have bet on. I forgot all about his rebounds, but sitting at 9.5 at plus money. I think he's been crushing his rebound prop. I know I think I seen the 15 and the 18. But that's something that you can probably look at: points plus rebounds, or just his individual rebounds or his individual points. You know what I'm saying? So, Şengün, let me see. Oh yeah, he only had 5 rebounds, took 8 shots. Whew. Hey, shit, gotta have to, this is a backdoor. He just played. They just played. Right? Well, I'm looking for somebody to smack the taste out of Dylan Brooks, man. You see what he did, man? That was crazy, man. Either way it goes, it is what it is, man. Straight up. They probably get out to fight. You see Chris Paul hit him. Chris Paul hit him. Y'all ain't see that, did y'all? Chris, Chris Paul. Chris Paul. Hey, so at the end, I took I give it Chris Paul the benefit of the doubt. I took his assist, right? Took it again. He gonna keep on hitting it. I'm gonna keep on taking it, right? So Tyus Jones is out. As long as Tyus Jones is out, I'm gonna keep on taking these assists, right? So 27 minutes, 29 minutes, right there. He's 100% to this number. His assist prop sitting at he did sneak him, right? His assist prop sitting at 7.5. I'm going right back to the well, right? I'm 2 for 2 on his assist props. He's 2 for 2. I'm gonna keep on going. I probably won't put in a parlay piece, but I'm gonna keep on going with that 7.5. Right? He's getting 28, 29 minutes. I can dig it. Now, sliding over here to we can talk about Champagne, right? So Champagne, he's been doing it. 8 shots, 12 shots. He's been getting there 10, 12 points, and then he's been hitting the 3. His 3 ball been opened up. It's about minus 120, 125 this year. Today, I mean, at minus 120, if you want to get that, be my guest. His points prop here is sitting at 12 and 8, sitting at 10.5, I think, and then his rebound prop. So his rebound prop, he's hit rebounds surprisingly 6 and 7, right? So he's been a decent rebounder, right? So I was looking at that earlier. If I wanted to go to his points plus rebounds or anything of that nature, he's got 6 or 7 rebounds. I looked at it, but his Julian Champagne, his points, I thought, oh, here it is right here. No, this is his rebound. So his rebounds in at 3.5 at a minus 148. And like I just showed you, he hit. I don't know if it's an outlier or whatever the case may be, but he's got 6 rebounds here. He's got 7 rebounds there versus Dallas, and he's only played 25 minutes in both, right? Yeah, his points. So at the end of the day, that's something you can look at, right? His points, or or you can combo it up as points plus rebounds, or points plus assists, or PRAs if he's just going to keep on doing that, or just stick with his points. You know what I'm saying? Because anytime if you're gonna keep on, because look. This is what they're looking for, right? 8 shots here, 12 shots there, right? Then you look at somebody like Chris Paul, for instance, right? Chris Paul is out there, and he's out there not to shoot the ball. Chris Paul's got 3 points in each of his games, 1 for 3, 1 for 6. He's not trying to shoot the ball. He needs everybody else to get involved to make everybody else better, right? So at the end of the day, I'll be looking for these guys to be aggressive in shooting, because they're gonna need it. Last but not least, I ain't gonna talk about Keldon Johnson. I'm gonna talk about Jeremy Sochan. He continues to play some ball, but the minutes equals opportunity, right? 27 minutes versus Dallas, 37 minutes versus Houston. The rebounds and assists, 12 rebounds versus Houston, 6 rebounds versus Dallas. I'm going to take a look at, watch out for Houston. If they rebound the ball or what, man? Shit. What's their point guard, their power forward name? He's supposed to get there. His points is only 11.5. I'm scared to go there, man. He's supposed to get there in this spot, but I ain't gonna stress it. Jeremy Sochan, 14 attempts, 11 attempts for 17 points and 18 points. That's a guy. The usage is there for him. I was looking at his points prop. Like I said, he scored 17 and 18 points. His points probably sitting at what, 12.5, 13.5. I don't know if I want to get there. Truthfully, I don't know if I want to get there. But that Champagne at 8.5, I'm gonna have to go ahead and take a stab at it. I already had it pointed out, so I might take a look at it. And then the combos here, the combos for let me see, the rebounds and assists for the PRAs. No, points plus rebounds. Points plus rebounds for Champagne is sitting at 12.5 at a minus 128. And like I said, he's had 6 rebounds and he's had 7 rebounds. I don't know if I want to bet on his rebounds, but if you get him, if he goes out there and gets 6 rebounds, you can get that for plus 270, right? But that's just something I'm pointing out there. I don't know if he's going to be able to keep this up. I don't, truthfully. I don't know if he's going to be able to keep this up. Let me see what he's, is he that guy? No, when it comes to that. Let me see something. Champagne. But he's getting minutes though, so that's just, I don't know, man. I don't want to fall off into this and lose some money. Points and assists. So his points and assists, last 20 games for him, 14 to 20, last 10, he's 9 of 10 for his points and assists. His points, he's 9 of 10, including all 3, both of his games. Smith, yeah, but he's scoring, man, It's going. I seen him. He had like a 15 to 16 rebound game, but he need to put that ball in the rack. But he's the only one. I mean, it's still early though. I ain't even gonna cuss him out right now. Rebounds and assists. His rebounds and assists. Wherever Champagne you can get this rebounds and assists at 5.5. He been crushing that. He been hitting that, man. So I don't know, man. It's just a case of I don't want to jump on it and fuck up everybody's luck. But he's been having some good, he's been having some good runs right there. So I'll show you all that. Okay. Chris Paul, I did get there with Chris Paul assists, right? I haven't bet on Wemby this year. Wouldn't be surprised if Wemby come out here and try to dunk on everybody tonight, right? Wouldn't be surprised. So my Chicago Bulls and Memphis Grizzlies, right? So this is crazy, right? So it's a couple things here. So first and foremost, Vucevic been consistent with the double-double, right? And this is what he does. I ain't even gonna lie, right? So Vucevic has been consistent with the double-double. So 13 rebounds, 10 rebounds, 11, 18 points, 22, and 21, right? So both of these teams, they playing at a pretty fast pace. They playing at a fast pace. So when you're looking at pace here, only 3 games, but Chicago's number 1, Memphis is number 2. Golden State number 3, OKC number 4, the Wizards number 5, Sacramento number 6, somehow Utah Jazz is number 6, Atlanta, Milwaukee, right? Pace up matchups, more shots, more assists, more stats. That's what you want when you taking your overs and shit like that. Fast teams, no defense, more shots, more rebounds, all that shit, right? So you got the number 1 and 2 top team through 3 games. Number 1 and 2 fastest paced teams. Okay, so that's not going to sustain. I don't think that's going to sustain. But just for future, for right now. We know Ja is on a minutes limit or whatever the case may be. We don't pretty much have anybody to guard him. The Bulls can give up some threes here and there. So you could look at Bane. in some shape, form, or fashion, right? You can look at Giddy, right? In some shape, form, or fashion. And it's only 3 games, right? It's only 3 games, but you know, there's gonna be some games where he's gonna go crazy. And triple doubles, all that type shit, right? So but like if you want to look at the rebounds for him or rebounds and assists or some such shit like that, or PRAs, that can very well be in play in a spot like this, right? So looking at his rebounds is one ones that stuck out to me. It's sitting at 6.5 now. For what reason? I don't know. Probably because of this pace of this game, right? Because this rebound's been opened up around 5.5. So he's hit this number once. His points, he's been flirting with his points pretty much all season long. 13.5. He's hit that number in every game this year. So that's another place that you can look at him at there. If you think he's going to have a good game, a guy like him, I would just take his whole line, which would be PRAs, right? If you think, because here's a guy that can, he can do a lot. You know what I'm saying? He can give you the assists. He can give you the points. He can give you the rebound. So if you're really looking at, you say, damn, I think Giddy going off tonight, you can look at his PRAs, right? Not saying he's going to go off today, but, just really, really like putting you guys on notice, right? The usage will be there for somebody like Zach LaVine. He's hit this number probably in every single game. His points probably coming out at 19.5 and shit like that, man. I wanted to pull the trigger. I think I did pull the trigger, but man, LaVine, I don't like LaVine. I'm not a big LaVine fan. A lot of people like LaVine, but I can say one thing: he been on fire coming off the preseason for 3, right? So right here, 5 threes, 4 threes, and 2. So he he's 2 for 3 to this 3-point, but he has been putting up the points. His line sitting at 20.5, 27, 25, and 22. So I like the matchup for him. I can see this is where he hit there. I probably wouldn't take the under, right? So lean towards the over points for LaVine there. And if I had to bet on points, it would probably be him and Vucevic, and then Giddy, right? Vucevic been ultra consistent. You know what I'm saying? It's remained to be seen if he can, do this versus this team here. But sometimes they can go a little small, and we'll see what's going to happen, right? Because they'll play. Man, what's his name? Clark. They'll run Clark. So versus New Orleans Pelicans, he better have hit that number. His line only sitting at 16.5, so he's got 20 points, 21 versus New Orleans, 22 versus Milwaukee, and 18 versus OKC. He's hit his points prop in each and every last one of those games. Field goal attempts, 12, 17, and 12. Look for him to be a little bit more aggressive today, hopefully, and stay in his points category. I didn't bet his points though. I ain't gonna lie. I didn't bet his points. And like I said, he does have a double-double in 3 straight games, 11, 10, and 13. If you want to just take his double-double prop and put it in a parlay piece, you can do that as well, right? On the Memphis side, I know Jaren Jackson came back. Speaking of Jaren Jackson, he's a if he's not limited or anything like that, he's a 1-1-1-1-1 candidate, right? He goes out there and gets his blocks and things of that nature. I don't know what's taking these guys so long to drop those lines. So I got a few candidates for the 1-1-1 today, but we'll see. Still waiting. I don't know. As far as the side, I'm not betting no sides on none of these games, man. Utah Jazz, Dallas Mavericks. So I took the over rebounds at 7.5 for Walker Kessler, right? That's my guy. It's going to be an interesting spot. It's an interesting spot here for me to try to decipher here. I wanted to be like give it out, but I just couldn't. Right? I can see because there's instances where I don't know. Well, they got the bigs for him to be out there. So that's one thing, right? They got the bigs for him to be out there. They got Gafford and they have the other guy. I forget his name, but yeah. So Kessler. Um, Now, right here versus Golden State, that's why I told you I'm gonna fall back from him, and I still think he hit his rebound prop, and but as you can see, the minutes, man, he can get ran off the floor. Plus it was a blowout, right? But he did end up getting 9 rebounds. Okay, rewind it back. I love him right here in this spot. He went 14 and 16 versus Memphis. And then he got 5 blocks. So you know he's one of the best shot blockers in the league. So if you're looking for his fantasy score or something like that on one of the prospect spots, I think that should be in play. John Collins, right? I really liked him versus Golden State Warriors. But you know, a guy like John Collins, no matter how many minutes he plays, he's going to come in and get his shots in, right? Versus Memphis, 18 minutes, 12 shots, right? And that score was 124 to 126, right there. Pace-up matchups, as I was saying, showing you guys the pace. Both of these, Memphis and Utah Jazz, in the top 5, top 6 in pace, right? So you get more points. You get more running up and down the court. You know what I'm saying? And with the bad defenses, like Utah defense bad, straight up. So, you know, but like I said, John Collins, you know, he comes in, gets his minutes. He's gonna get his minutes. He's gonna get those few minutes, but the use is gonna be there for him. So his points probably gonna come out like around 11 and a half ish. And just to let you know, he's gonna give you a chance to hit that prop. You know what I'm saying? It might be shitty, but it's definitely probably going to be clean, right? So at the end of the day here, this points prop is sitting at 11 and a half. And he definitely got to be efficient in that little time too. You know what I'm saying? He got to come in there, get what he can get, and try to get up out of there. Now, Colin Sexton and Lloyd Marketing, right? Colin Sexton he's my guy. I know he can put the ball in the rack. Let's not get it twisted, right? I know he can get the ball in the rack. It's more about what this coach is trying to do. I don't know. Then you got Lloyd Marketing. His points probably sitting at 21 and a half. Now we know he's gonna get his shots, right? We know Marketing gonna get his shots, right? So man, I don't know, man. I don't know what to say. I mean, I can't take the under. I'm not taking the under on points for no Lloyd Marketing, right? 13 points versus Golden State Warriors, got blew out, 35 points, you know, versus Memphis, you know, but at the end of the day, I probably just fall back from it, right? I probably just fall back from it. And then when you're looking at Colin Sexton, 21 minutes, 25 minutes, that's iffy, right? That's iffy. 5 for 8 versus Memphis in 25 minutes. He hit his point prop. 4-13 versus Golden State Warriors. He missed his points prop, right? I still think he can hit his points prop. We know he has 20-point upside or better. I'll be watching, right? I'll be watching on some live betting stuff, right? I'll be watching just to see because I think Colin Sexton can hit his points prop. We know he can hit his points prop. I'm just not betting it because I need to see what's going on, right? They did get blew out. 25 minutes, yeah, he can get there, right? It's only 15 and a half. Like I said, he's got 25 point upside, man. Straight up. But I did take the rebounds for Kessler. I'm going to go and ride or die with that, right? And if you want to go to a double-double for Kessler, he did have 14 and 16 versus Memphis. A double-double you get at a plus 450 last time I checked. Let me see. I thought I had it over here. It's probably gone. Oh, there it is. Plus 440 right there. Showing the plus 440. Okay. On the Dallas side, like, come on, man. Straight up. Clay been balling, right? Luca, he's in the double-double, triple-double spot here. Like, I'm not here to give you the obvious. You know what I'm saying? You can take those guys if you want, whatever the case may be, but you know, not all. Man, uh, they look good. Um, so what was I? Los Angeles Lakers and the Phoenix Suns, huh? Okay. Well, they meet again, right? And I took the 26 and a half points for Anthony Davis. How could I not, right? Like, I took the 26 and a half points for him. Um, Interesting play here for is Austin Reeves, right? So Austin Reeves. Let's see. Austin Reeves. Interesting play here was his rebounds and assists has been interesting. Sitting at 9.5. As to where let's see. So first of all, let's talk about his minutes, right? Uh, Last three games, the three games they played this year, 36, 36, and 33. So the minutes are there. Okay. Rebounds and assists. He's hit this number in three straight games. This Phoenix team is not the biggest team, right? So you get 9 rebounds versus Minnesota, 4 assists. Then he flipped the script, 8 assists versus Phoenix, and then 4 rebounds. Then he kind of like leveled it out versus Sacramento, which he went 6 assists and 7 rebounds. So long story short, rebounds and assists, he's hit this number in 3 straight games, right? 3 straight games. Points wise for him, if you think he's going to have a good game, points wise, whatever the case may be, his points prop sitting at 15.5. He's 2 or 3 to this number, right? So if you think he's gonna go out there and put the buckets up, he gave them 26 already. You could look at his points as PRAs, points, rebounds, and assists. If you just think he's gonna have an overall good game, and he hit this number in 6 straight games, including 3 straight this year, right? And you can also alter these up and down however you want to. So that's just another play that you could look at because he's been out there. He's been out there, right, for a long time. He's gained the trust. He's got the minutes, right? 36, 36, 33. The minutes should be there for him, okay? We definitely got to keep an eye out on the injury news for like Bradley Beal and stuff like that. See if he's going to play, okay? But, that's just one of the other plays. D'Angelo Russell, he's been flirting with the assist prop. He's got 5 assists in 3 straight games. So here's somebody that you can take a look at in the assist category. D'Angelo Russell, right? So in two. Oh, I thought he had 5 assists in 3 straight games. It must be a typo somewhere because I seen 5. What is this? No, that's why, because this is still Austin Reeves. All right. I'm talking about D'Angelo Russell. Now his assist prop sitting at 5.5 at plus money, and that's what they dangling that plus money out there for you, right? Plus 130 for 5.5 assists, right? They dangling it out there because he had 5 assists in 3 straight games. So let's take a look. Potential assists. I don't know why they don't have the potential assist number for this game. But versus Phoenix, he had 4 potentials there, and he was getting active versus Minnesota, his old team, first game of the season. He had 12 potential assists there. So the next 2 games, 4 potentials. And how do you have 5 assists on 4 potentials? I don't understand that one, but and then this one here is kind of off. But hey, 4.5, 5 assists. He's hit that number in 3 straight games. I thought I'd point that out. And his assist prop is sitting at 5.5 at a plus 130. Right. I probably don't have no part to that, but I had to point that out. Truthfully, so what's going on here with Devin Booker? Tyus Jones, right? Just another guy out there handling the ball. Is this working out? I don't know, right? I don't know if this is working right now. They just gotta, I don't know. I'm trying to see, did they need a distributing point guard? I don't know. I don't know. You can get point Booker. You can get point Bill. Some of these guys need the ball in their hand. I don't know. It's yet to remain to be seen, though. But Booker taking a hit. He's taking a hit. So some of the usage is going down for this guy because you're going to have. I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know if that's hurting these guys or it's going to hurt them in the long run or what. I don't know. We'll see. You can get burned fucking with one of these motherfuckers because Kevin Durant, that's who I want to pull the trigger on. But I'll just stick to my one play here, which that's the only play I played from here, was Anthony Davis 26.5. I mean, I feel like if Anthony Davis don't give them that, they don't win. We'll see what's going to happen. And I need to check the injury report for this Phoenix team because I don't see how versatile can they need to be, they do got some longer pieces over there though, don't they? Let me see. To where they could, maneuver some of these guys around like, man, I mean, Durant at the 4. I don't know, man, where they can get another big out there. Sometimes Durant can be at the 3 sometimes. Like, they're going to have to be able to, mix it up a little bit, man. Straight up. But I ain't even gonna hold you guys. I'm gonna just keep it moving. Last game of the night, right? So Portland Trail Blazers, Sacramento Kings, right? So we got a 230 over under in this one. Portland Trail Blazers, 13-point dogs, right? Portland Trail Blazers did get these guys one time last year, right? So DeAndre Ayton, he's 3 for 3 to the double-double. He's been a rebounding machine, right? As long as he stay out of foul trouble, okay? And that's going to be a tall task messing around with Sabonis. But, I've hit on 2 of his 3 double-doubles this season here. And I'm probably going back to the well, right? So I did. At minus 115, I took his double-double at minus 115. It's either he gonna hit it or not, right? I'm gonna take an L or whatever the case may be. I'm gonna take an L on it. I'm gonna take an L on it, whatever, right? So remember, last game, we went over it, right? And we was like, De'Aaron Fox, right? Don't be surprised if De'Aaron Fox go out there and get that double-double, right? Sure enough. He's got back-to-back games with 10 assists, right? So Sabonis ended up having 10 assists as well. So that double-double was the 10 assists. The 10 assists was plus the double-double was plus 700. So today you'll get a double-double for him at plus 650. De'Aaron Fox. His assists still sitting at 5.5. Boy, oh boy, oh boy, I need to get me a new mouse. My shit is acting bad. His assists still sitting at 5.5. At a minus 120. I like everything for Fox today. I didn't pull a trigger on anything for him, but I like his points. I like his rebounds. I mean, I like his points and assists. I like De'Aaron Fox to have a good game today. So, like I said, last time we checked that, his assist was 5.5, and he had 10. So we got 10 in back-to-back games. You get the double-double for him at plus 650. Today, last game, it was plus 700, okay? So, and at the end of the day, you just got to see, how or what they're trying to do with this lineup. Now, 11 assists and 10 assists. That's his first two games. He's averaging 10.5 assists out the gate. Now, they record, they are 0-2, I believe, right? So Kings 0-2 and Denver Nuggets 0-2, right? So they need to make something shake here. Now, last year we wasn't looking at Fox for assists, right? We was looking at Fox was just like that. I could turn it on whenever I really want to, right? I come in at halftime, I got 12, and I finish the game, I'm gonna have 30, right? So right now, he gave them 43 in a loss last year, and he gave them 24 in a blowout win. They almost won. They won by 39. So he played 38 minutes. He gave them 43, and they took an L. Then he played 25 minutes, gave a casual 24, right? So from a guard standpoint, he's got one of the best matchups, okay? And DeAndre Ayton is not the best defender, so Sabonis, you can look at Sabonis as well. But you got to figure out how or what the coach is trying to do. Like I said, as the coach is trying to get De'Aaron Fox back to running the offense, because you do got DeRozan there now. That's another bucket, right? So, and then these guys, they playing a lot of minutes too. They playing a lot of minutes. All three of them. They playing a lot of minutes. The starters in general, they're playing a lot of minutes, right? So, let's see. The starters in general are playing a lot of minutes, trying to win these games. They're trying to win these games. So when I'm looking at Sacramento, I'm looking at Fox, right? 41 minutes versus Lakers, 37 versus Minnesota, right? Then you're looking at Malik Monk off the bench, 28 minutes and 26 minutes, 14 and 17 points. Then you're looking at DeRozan, fresh off the bus, 37 minutes, 43 minutes, right? Sabonis, 37 minutes, 38 minutes. And Keegan Murray, you young boy. Keegan Murray, He's a young boy, so he can go out there and get it together, right? So 40 minutes and 43 minutes. So he's been played the most out of all of them, right? So 43 minutes and 40 minutes. So the starters are playing a ton of minutes there on some Coach Tom Thibodeau type of shit, right? Plus they owe to look for them to try to seal the deal again, right? So when they playing minutes like that, I can't talk you off nothing, man. I can't talk you off nothing. I haven't even looked at his points line, so let's take a look. And this is chances for us to catch the books off guard because, you know, but I didn't probably miss that boat. I ain't even gonna lie. Their books probably ain't playing with our ass today. I ain't even look at their points. I ain't even gonna lie. 23 for Fox, 21 for. So you're getting some leadway then. You're getting some leadway, right? 23 for Fox, 21 for DeRozan, 18.5 for Sabonis. You're getting some leeway in certain spots. Pick your poison, take the one you like. Me, I'll probably be looking at Fox. I mean, I couldn't talk you off neither one of them, man. DeRozan can get there. I would be looking at Fox from a pure matchup standpoint. I like the matchup for Fox, straight up. Any one of those guys can now. One of those guys really guard him. Okay. So, on the flip side, Anthony Simons. I like his threes. I like his points. I like them both, right? I ain't even gonna lie. I like them both. He's gonna take 10 threes or better. His 3-point prop is sitting at 3-point prop is sitting at where is it? 3.5. Anthony Simons, this is what he does, right? And once he get hot, it's a wrap. I ain't gonna say it's a wrap, but he be on fire for some days, right? Once it get hot, he be on fire for some days. So Simons. And he's gotten busy versus these guys, and he's not the best defender either. If they put Fox on him, he's not the best defender, right? So right now, he hit his number in 2 of his last 3 games, back-to-back games versus the Pelicans. He gave him 24, then he gave him 27. Threes here. He gave New Orleans 5 threes. Let's see if he's still hot, right? He gave New Orleans Pelicans 5 threes. Then the minutes are there, and the 3-point attempts, right? 7, 9, 10, right? So when you go rewind it back to the points head-to-head versus this team, he only faced them one time last year. He gave 29 points on how many threes? On 5 threes, right? And he attempted 12 threes, right? In a win, they beat him. So that's how Anthony Simons was getting down. If he's cold, he's just gonna be cold. Keegan Murray will be matched up with Grant, right? And Grant will go out there and shoot. He will shoot, right? But Keegan Murray is a fake good defender. No, he's pretty. He's an okay defender, whatever case may be. That's what he's perceived to be. So points wise for Grant, he's put up 16 points versus the Warriors. Warriors, they got blew out by 40, 36, 40, whatever you want to call it. Then they turn around and lose by 2. He put up 34 against the Pelicans and 28 versus the Pelicans. Actually, they beat the Pelicans 2 games. No, they split them 1-1, right? So in there, the shots, right? 18 shots, 23 shots, 17 shots. He will shoot the ball. Now, I don't look at him for no peripherals or anything like that, but he's taking more threes this year, I want to say, or so far. He hit 8 threes versus the Pelicans this year. His 3-point attempts here, 8 3-point attempts, 17 3-point attempts. 17? Yeah, 17. Then 7, right? So, look like he's shooting more threes. His 3-point sitting at 2.5 and a -125. Looks like he's taking more 3-point attempts, right? So look, this is the first 3 games of the season. 8, 17 and 7. But last year, 4, 3, 4, 5. He hadn't taken more than 6 in a while. Last 20 games. Last 20 games. Let's see. Right. He hadn't taken more than what's this? 3-pointers made. Wait a minute. 3-pointers attempts. Right here. Last 20 games. Last 20 games. Well, last 17 games, he only took more than 6 threes once. So it is what it is. Mackie said Lopez for 4 rebounds. I don't go for Lopez. No, I don't bet on his rebound. Most of the time, he gets anemic to rebound. So I don't bet on his rebounds. Never did, really. Except for when he was back there in Brooklyn. He used to be a monster when he was in Brooklyn. He used to be a monster, man. That was number one option Lopez there. Give your ass 30. You can look at Lopez blocks or something like that, or his fantasy score. He's a hell of a shot blocker. But yeah, don't know if I want to go Jeremy Grant points because this kid is a fake decent defender here. Head-to-head versus this team. Last year he gave him 38, then the next game he gave him 13, right? So we'll see what's going to happen, man. What's up, Z's? What's going on? Mackie, what's the deal? I mean, ain't nothing funny, Mackie. Yeah, the show. Hey, yeah, but I mean, you get Anthony Simons, Jeremy Grant gonna be the highest usage players here. Scoot Henderson. I wonder if they dropped the line on him because they didn't have a line on him early. Let's see. 12 and a half. It can happen. It can happen. In this spot, it can happen. Now, what I will say here is this Phoenix team defensively is not my favorite. It's not my favorite, right? Not my favorite, right? Look at the scores. Minnesota at 115 to 117, then versus the Lakers 127 to 131. As a whole unit, not the greatest defensive team. So it's a possibility. Like I said, we got the total of this was about 130. Did I say 230? So anything can happen, right? Anything can happen. 230, yeah. So going through this whole slate for a lot of people, just going through the slate like this, help you out with your same game parlays, knowing who's in and out. It just helps you out with a whole lot of stuff, right? So that's the end there, man. I'll tell you what I did here, right? K. Cunningham, 1.5 threes, parlay piece. Duran, I still didn't pull the trigger because I'm scared, right? But I lean towards the over double for him. Jaden Ivey, I can see instances where he hit his points prop, but the thing about this is I just don't like the pace of this Detroit Pistons game, so I'm probably going to fall back. Like I said, Cade Cunningham, I think he's taking 22 shots every game, but with his points prop sitting at like 22 and a half, right? But the pace of this game, I don't like it. Takes possessions from you. Things of that nature. Christian Braun, give me the over 10.5. I'll be looking to live bet him. So that's an official play. Evan Mobley, over 14.5 points, official play. Champagne, this is a popular play. That's probably going to take an L, but give me the over 8.5 points for him. Chris Paul, official play. I got it at minus 120 something, over 8.5 assists. Damian Lillard, official play, 23.5 points. Albert Sengun, I bet it, but it's not an official play. It's just, I bet it. Vucevic, 3 for 3 to the double on the season. Zach LaVine, I think his points prop is too low. If he don't hit it, he don't hit it. He's hit it 3 games in a row. Not an official play. I'm leaning towards it, or I might want to alter it. Official play, Walker Kessler over 7.5 rebounds. If he don't get there, he don't get there. It's official play for me, though. If you're feeling froggy, you can go up to 10, or you can take a double at a plus 430, which I didn't play yet. I'm still contemplating. DeAndre Ayton, double. I took that. Official play. Tough matchup for DeAndre Ayton. If he get into foul trouble, he will not hit this double. So that's what you need to think about. Austin Reeves, I didn't hit this play. It was 8.5. Now it's 9.5. He's hit this number in 3 straight games. Anthony Davis, official play. I took the over 26.5. Jamal Murray. I'm going to continue to play this until it falls off. I only hit it once. Let's try to hit it again. I took the over 20.5. Jalen Johnson. I'm getting ready to take the 17.5 points. This should be one of those spots. Dyson Daniels. I don't know if I took this play yet, but strong lean towards the over. Why do I have Doncic's 29 points right here? I didn't want that right there. I don't want that right there. So as far as that Dallas game, I really want to take the over on Sexton's points. I really want to. I really want to take the over on marketing points at 21. Sexton's sitting at 15.5. Marketing sitting at 21.5. I don't know what to do. But at the end of the day, the Utah Jazz team been ass defensively. Clay been on fire. It's just a lot, right? So, whatever, I'm sticking to the Walker Kessler lick. It is what it is. And like I pointed out, despite how many minutes John Collins get, he's taking double-digit shot attempts. His 10.5 points, 11.5 points are in play. Cedric Clark said, yo, what up? He said Malik Beasley for 3, right? Brunson under assist. All right, man. Those are my officials, or whatever the case might be, officials and leans. I'll slide through them one more time right here before I end this, so you guys can take a look. And that's where I'm at with this situation, right? That's where I'm at. That's where I'm at with this situation. Peace out. Peace.